Hello, collective. Good morning. I am here to give you a collective message for the entire week. This is going to last from today, Monday, March 30th, until Sunday on April 5th. Today I'm using the Modern Witch Tarot. Okay, and remember, time is an illusion, energy is fluid. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily this message doesn't necessarily have to reach you this week. If this reaches you in a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, the message is still going to resonate. Okay, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And if you feel like you would like to hear what the message is, please stay. And if not, you can scroll away at this time. Oh, right off the bat. Okay. So, wow. Wow. Okay. So we have four cards. I like it. I like it. I like it. It's giving like spring equinox vibes too, because we're still in that, like we're still in that energy, you know. And I like the four because this is also going into like the month of April. Lots of stability, protection, new foundations, that sort of thing. Um, so yeah, I like this a lot. So the first card we have is the High Priestess. A lot of people's intuition is very clear at this time. A lot of people are bringing balance to themselves. And not only that too, but I feel like something could have happened to you. There's a moon crescent here. So something could have happened to you around the new moon in Pisces, which was just a couple weeks ago, um, the week of the equinox. So I feel like I feel like it's probably bringing you to new realizations, revelations, breakthroughs as far as your spiritual journey. Especially if you're just coming out of a spiritual awakening, I feel like a lot of people went through spiritual awakenings during eclipse season, which could have been difficult. It could have been like, rough, having to take the accountability, face certain things, especially as you're closing out too, you're either releasing energy or you're having to close things out from cycles over the last few decades. But if anything, I feel like something with the new moon and something around eclipse might have shifted something for you. So you probably are coming into your gift. You're probably realizing who you are. You could be having past life memories of what you're capable of, the gifts that you had then and still have now. But it's like, and I'm also hearing too ancestral memory. So, you could be getting messages from your team or from your ancestors based on past life and like what you're supposed to do here in this lifetime as far as your mission and your purpose. And then we have the Fool here. This is giving equinox vibes, right? And a couple weeks ago, we did have the Fool card, and I did talk about high risk, high reward. And that's what this is giving right now. It's like you're being called to use your gift or to use your intuition in order to help create a new beginning for yourself, even if it means starting over. If you've been detaching from people, places, and things, and you're closing things out, releasing things, you're starting over on a whole brand new phase, a whole brand new cycle. And, sometimes it can be scary, but when you are on the edge of that cliff, like you're being called to jump, like you're being called to leap. That's why it's a high risk, high reward, because it could be anxiety ridden, it could be scary. However, the outcome is going to be either what you asked for or far greater, you, you know? And also too, she's just very carefree and very happy. And I feel like for a lot of people who went through difficulties through eclipse season, as we close eclipse season out, it probably brought you to a space where you feel lighter and you feel like it's easier for you to move forward, especially since we are no longer in retrograde. We have the next 6 weeks where we don't have retrograde. We don't have one planet in retrograde. So now we have the next few weeks for us to really focus on how we want to apply action to our goals, how we want to manifest things for ourselves. And right now is really the go-to time to be able to do things. So with the Fool, we are in that high risk, high reward energy where you're just being called to step into whatever it is that you've been thinking about for a long time, because now's the time. And then we have the Six of Cups, which is nostalgic energy, right? And I also feel like that's coming up around this time, especially because we are in the season of closing and starting over. You could be reflecting on your past. You could be starting to have memories of people, places, and things that you used to engage in, or the person that you used to be, the all of these things that used to be a huge part of your life, um but in any sense, I feel like this new beginning is bringing you soulmate connections. It's bringing you it's bringing you to a space where you're healing emotionally from things from the past. So this could also be from your childhood, this could be with your parents, this could be with your family, your friends, people close to you. um I said a couple weeks ago, when Mercury went direct on the 20th, we still have a 2 week shadow period leading up into the beginning of April. So I still kind of feel like, even though Mercury is not in retro anymore and we still have that 2 week shadow period, there could be an opportunity for you to still close things out as far as communication with a particular someone or other people. Right. So this could be something related to your childhood, something from your past that is making is giving you this nostalgic energy of, wow, I wish I would have said that, or if I could have had the opportunity to communicate with that certain individual, I would have did it better or different. And I feel like that's the opportunity that the universe is giving you at this time. And then here's the big one, right? Because a lot of us have been, you know as we're closing things out and coming into these new spaces, we are healing ourselves so that we can be in alignment with things. And now we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, which is a really good sign to see, because now we are no longer in lack. We're not suffering or struggling over finances or material wishes or anything like that. I feel like we're no longer feeling like we're left in the cold. We're no longer feeling like we don't have the help or the support. And that's really good, especially as I said earlier in the reading, the fours have to do with stability and new foundations, and in this space of as we're building the new foundation for that new space, removing the lack from your mindset is super important. This is what's going to help you be an energetic match for what you want. This is going to help you be in alignment with your highest timeline, your highest self, everything that's meant for you at this time. Um, so this is a really good sign to see, because it shows that even though things have been uncomfortable, have been a little, yucky, it's like the collective is still moving towards what they want. They're still moving forward, on top of clearing out things that are no longer necessary anymore. You're not worried about, how you're going to pay your bills, how you're going to pay your rent. You're not worried about suffering from your PTSD or your trauma or pain from the past. It's pretty much like you're wrapping it up, right? And you don't want to deal with the suffering anymore. Um, Five of Pentacles is real big when it just comes to how you're manifesting and how you are becoming an energetic match for the things that you're asking for. Let's see what we have on the bottom of the deck. Two Cups on the bottom of the deck. Two Cups is, this could be a relationship. But if anything, I feel like this is a relationship with yourself. You could be integrating your light and your shadow. You could be like your higher self and your shadow. You could be integrating your masculine and your feminine at this time. But either way, it's balance. Both of these cards bring balance, right? So I like this a lot. And not only that too, but you see this here above the cup. This is giving, like, DNA activations. So as we're coming into these new spaces, we're being activated. Something within us is being awakened for the first time, probably in this lifetime, right? So please be gentle with yourself. Please take it easy. I said that before. As we're coming into Aries season, the energy is going to be really quick and it could be heavy. So just make sure that you're taking it one day at a time. So that was your message. And like I said, this is going to be for the entire week from March 30th until April 5th. So if this resonated with you, please comment down below. And I'm also leaving my email down here so you can contact me for a personal reading. And as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.